You open your eyes and the problem is already there. You're Demeter, goddess of agriculture, and tomorrow your daughter comes back from hell, literally. The sun hasn't even risen, and you're already staring at the marble ceiling of Olympus waiting for answers. Spoiler, not happening. What you're feeling right now is that classic pit in your stomach, a mix of good anxiety with that anguish only mothers with serious attachment issues understand. Persephone comes back tomorrow, after 6 months trapped with that bastard Hades. But here's the cruel detail. In 6 months, she's leaving again. I'd get therapy, but yeah, Greek gods prefer creating generational trauma. You get up, the floor is cold under your bare feet. The freezing marble climbs up your spine. Outside, the smell is of dry earth and death. And it's your fault. Because when you get sad, the planet pays the price. Plants die, the economy collapses. Entire civilizations beg for food. But who cares about agricultural genocide? When your daughter was kidnapped by her uncle, right? You walk to the balcony. The cold wind cuts your face. The world below is gray. Cracked fields, trees naked like skeletons, rivers that became threads of water, exactly like your heart. Dramatic, maybe. But tomorrow, when she steps on the surface, you're going to make everything bloom with a snap of your fingers. It'll be spring, and it'll last exactly 6 months until you fall into depression again. It's the circle of life, or your neurosis, whatever. With a snap of your fingers, a golden toga materializes on your body. The fabric is soft, smells like divine lavender. Goddesses don't waste time choosing outfits. You descend the marble stairs, each step echoing through the empty temple. The smell of burned incense mixes with the aroma of ancient offerings. Gods are chatting, laughing, existing without purpose. And there he is, Zeus, sitting at the head of the table, beard perfectly trimmed, existing and probably cheating on Hera. He sees you, flashes that political smile you hate. Hey, Demeter, excited for tomorrow? Your look says, you're the one who let her get kidnapped, you divine piece of trash. Your mouth says, very. Zeus laughs, uncomfortable. He knows. Everyone knows. But nobody talks about the elephant in Olympus, that he gave Hades permission to kidnap Persephone. But that's a conversation for another day, or never. Apollo walks by, carrying his golden lyre, whistling an annoying melody, completely ignoring that humanity is starving to death. Athena is reading a scroll, indifferent. Aphrodite is fixing her hair in the reflection of a shield. Gods have an incredible talent for ignoring other people's suffering. It's almost an art. You grab a goblet of nectar. The liquid goes down hot through your throat. Too sweet, sickening. You drink it anyway because you need something to deal with these self-centered creatures you call family. Descending to earth, your feet touch mortal ground. The soil is cracked, dry, brittle, looks like scab crust. You walk through a field that should be green, but it's just brown and despair. The farmers see you from afar, drop their hoes, run, kneel on the hard ground. Goddess Demeter, great mother, bless our harvest. Our children are hungry. You look at them, thin faces, calloused hands, desperation in their eyes. You feel sorry. Tomorrow, you say, your voice echoing with divine power. But goddess, tomorrow might be too late for... You disappear in a golden mist before he finishes the sentence, running away from difficult conversations using cosmic powers. Classic. You reappear at your temple in Eleusis. The smell here is different. Good quality incense. Myrrh, cinnamon. The priestesses are singing hymns, preparing the Eleusinian mysteries, that whole theater you invented millennia ago. They think the offerings control nature, that their rituals have power. You let them believe it. It's kind of you to give purpose to their lives. I'd call it emotional manipulation. You call it religion. And speaking of emotional manipulation and divine drama, if you're enjoying seeing how family therapy is lacking in Olympus, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Here we demystify mythology and show that gods are more messed up than we are. Hit that subscribe button because tomorrow Persephone returns, but the content here doesn't stop. A priestess approaches. She's young, maybe 20, eyes shining with devotion. Great Demeter. The people ask, when will spring come? Tomorrow. And will she stay? You feel your chest tighten. Good question, child. Good question. For a while, the priestess smiles, relieved. She doesn't understand. Nobody understands. 6 months is simultaneously an eternity and a blink of an eye when you're immortal. The sun is high now, noon approaching. You decide to go to the sacred wheat field. It's that special piece of land where everything grows first when Persephone returns. Your favorite place. You walk among the dead stalks. They break under your feet like old bones. You touch one. It crumbles to dust in your hand. Ash. Everything you touch turns to ash when she's away. You close your eyes. Try to imagine the smell of fresh wheat, the golden fields, the sound of wind in the ripe ears, the warmth of spring sun. Almost can feel it. But then comes the intrusive thought, the one that destroys everything. So what? In 6 months, she's leaving again? Your chest tightens, your hands tremble. The all-powerful goddess who controls every seed on the planet starts crying there, on her knees, in the middle of the dry brush. Your tears fall on the cracked earth, wet the dust, form mud, bubbles. And guess what? Nothing grows, because tears from a depressed goddess don't have the power of creation, only destruction. I have to interrupt here. This is pathetic, Demeter. You literally control the planet's biology and you're having a breakdown because your adult daughter has her own life, even if that life is as queen of the underworld married to the god of the dead. Therapy. Urgent. You wipe your face with your toga sleeve. Leaves golden marks on the fabric. Time to activate overprotective mom mode. You go back to Olympus, determined to make tomorrow the most perfect day in history. The next few hours are pure obsessive planning. Flowers, you're going to create new species. Colors that never existed. Perfumes that will make mortals cry from beauty. Banquet, the finest ambrosia. Nectar aged for centuries. Fruits that only grow once every 100 years. Sunlight, you already talked to Apollo. He'll adjust the angle. It'll be perfect. Cinematic music, the muses will play. There'll be harp, lyre, celestial singing. It'll be the most beautiful spring the world has ever seen. Because you never do things halfway, especially when it comes to Persephone. Hera walks through the hallway, sees you organizing flower petals that don't even exist yet. Planning spring again? You've only been talking about this for 3 months. You shoot her a look that could kill lesser gods. Hera raises her hands in surrender and walks away quickly. Wise decision. Never mess with a mom in nesting mode. The afternoon darkens. You climb to the highest point of Olympus. From there, you see everything. The entire world spreads beneath your feet like a living map, and it's all dead. Gray fields, brown forests, dry rivers, cities where people pray for food that doesn't come. The damage of your sadness, the cost of your grief. Millions of lives destroyed because you can't deal with separation. You know it's selfish, know it's wrong, but you also know that tomorrow you'll fix everything. The flowers will sprout, the fields will turn green, people will eat for 6 months, and then you'll destroy everything again. It's a cycle, a pattern, a self-important emotional prison that you created yourself and can't escape. 6 months of hysterical joy when Persephone is here, 6 months of apocalyptic depression when she leaves, and screw the planet, because your feelings are more important than the survival of the human species. Maternal love or personality disorder? Probably both. Night arrives. Stars begin to appear in the dark sky. You descend back to the temple. The silence is heavy, only the sound of your steps on marble. You sit on the throne, big, cold, empty. Part of you wants tomorrow to never come. Because if tomorrow doesn't come, the clock doesn't start counting the 6 months until she leaves again. The other part wants it to be tomorrow now, immediately. Because every second without Persephone is agony, and a third part, very small and buried deep in your divine consciousness, wonders, should you maybe let your daughter live her own life without turning your emotions into global climate catastrophes? But that third part is easily ignored. You snap your fingers. A goblet of nectar appears. You drink slowly, the last sip of the day. Outside, the cold winter wind howls, the last breath of death before the explosion of life. Time to sleep. You stand up, walk to the bedroom. The bed is covered with silk sheets that smell like lavender. You lie down, close your eyes. Tomorrow there'll be emotion. There'll be flowers exploding from the ground. There'll be Persephone running in your direction. There'll be the tightest hug in history. And you'll cry without knowing if it's from happiness or anticipatory grief. Because every beginning already has an end built in. And you already know exactly when that end will come. I end this watching you sleep, Demeter, goddess of agriculture, suffocating mother, walking climate catastrophe. Tomorrow, the world blooms. Everyone worships you, and you hug your daughter like it's the last time. Because technically, until next season, it really is the last time. Tomorrow, everything starts again.